Welcome back to Kicking Ass with Tanner Stone. Today, we do not have Motivational Mike on the podcast. So sad, but we're going to actually be able to talk with no interruptions, which will be great. We got Bar Vision CEO Luke Moeller on the podcast. We got Lucas Montana, co-host, and we got Trade School Tommy Clancy. So, welcome, guys. How we feeling tonight? It's late pod. How we feeling?
Dude, a little tired.
Yeah, a little tired.
I like that we're all rocking the tank tops, which is nice. A little change. Maybe the next merch drop be a tank top.
I'm feeling good right now, man. I'm happy. You know, been having a good day. Being strict on my diet today. Felt really good about that because we made a challenge today.
That's awesome. I'm the only one not wearing a beanie, so I feel a little bit left out, but we're doing great. We're great.
I got you.
You could use all
bro.
this.
I'm so happy I got to see you guys though. Last weekend it was really fun coming back to Boca, spending time with you guys, going out. But on the way back, when I came back to Tampa, it felt like a lot shorter drive, so I'm gonna be making that drive a lot more. I talked to my brother on the phone, and we got to a very deep conversation. I told him, I said, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. Like, clearly the past 2 relationships I've been in didn't work. And he told me, he's like, it's not that you're not ready for a relationship. It's just that you haven't found the person yet. Because in the relationships I've been in, I feel like that I've had these expectations that have been set, and it really like messes with me, and it just messes with my mind that I have to be a certain way. Like, what do you guys think about that? Do you feel like you have to be a certain way in a relationship, or you should just be yourself and they have to accept you for that?
I say be yourself. Except that they have to accept you because they're coming into your life. You're not coming into their life. You got to change your perspective on how you think of a relationship. You know, the girl's gonna come to you. She's gonna be with you for you. All right. You never change your way for a girl. If you change your way for a girl, that means she's not the right one. What's the point of changing your way for a girl if it's like not gonna make you who you are? That's how I see it.
I agree with you. You have to go on being yourself, and I feel like they have to accept you for you to a certain point. But I feel like in a relationship, you either grow together or you grow apart. But I don't think you should change in a relationship. I think you should grow but not change. You guys get?
I mean, I think you should change, but I guess if you're growing, I guess that does mean change.
Well,
So
what would you change, though?
Well, I'm saying, like, what's his definition on change? Like, what do you mean by change in the relationship?
Like, are you
Like-
trying to impress her, or are you trying to, like...
My definition of growing and changing is growing is becoming a different person because that's who you want to be, and changing is because that's what they want. You know what I mean?
Okay. Then
So
yeah,
what do you
I
think
wouldn't.
about that?
I agree. I wouldn't change for anybody. You know what I mean? I think you should grow in a relationship too.
Bro, why are you gonna change for someone?
Well,
I
can't
don't think you
change.
should.
You can't change
Just to
for
please
bro.
someone? Why are you gonna please someone? They're there to please you.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't accept for you being
All right,
you, then
well,
there's no
okay.
point.
Okay, please use a little wild, bro. I don't know
Please
about
you
that
is
one.
wild. Let me use a word that's more
But
Wait,
I get what you're saying.
what
Like,
did he say?
you said they're meant to please you.
yo, don't
Hold
I
up,
kind of
right?
get. They're meant to like help you. They're meant to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to weigh you down. I get what
Do
you're
you
saying.
do you guys think in a relationship one person has to be the alpha?
For sure.
I believe that the woman can also be the alpha. Like, I feel like the woman could be the alpha and the man shouldn't. I think only one of them could be, because nowadays women can be making more money than men. Like, here, I want to go back to this question. Do you guys believe that being an alpha means that you make more money than them? Like, what does being an
No.
alpha mean?
Having a leadership role, like being a leader. Everyone has a different definition of what an alpha is. Okay, we can start off there. I see, not as an alpha, but someone who's, I'll say alpha is someone who has that role to lead the person into like better areas, better places, and better fortune. That's what I see an alpha as.
Mm-hmm. I agree
The
with
alpha
that.
makes the hard
Yeah.
decisions. You know what I mean?
What do you guys think is the most powerful word in the world?
Hate.
Hate?
Or actually can't
Love.
change my can't.
Love?
I'd say love, bro. I feel like
Love.
people overuse it.
I would say can't because I feel like a lot of people overuse that word and they're always like, I can't do this, I can't do that, and it's like you can do it. It's you're physically capable of doing it, but you're just saying can't. It's kind of just like a mental, you know what I'm saying, like a mental game. I feel like people say they can't do something like a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's all our different opinions. We all have a different word that means a lot to us because that word you probably said that word a lot before. And
Yeah,
you've
when I was
overcome
fat.
it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't lose the weight. I can't eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? I can't go run. And it was
Yeah.
just kind of like a bunch of lies. You know what I mean? I could do it. I just didn't want to.
What about Lucas and Tommy? Why do you guys think it's love?
I mean, I just feel like love's like definitely overused, especially in the context. Like, have you guys ever like been like in situations where people would say "I love you" instead of "love you"? Like, do you guys see a difference in that?
I would say it pisses me off when girls are like, "Where's the I?"
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
if I said to a girl, "Oh my god," it drives me nuts. But I'm not like petty like that, so I couldn't give a shit.
Like, do you see it as the same meaning or no?
No, there's a
I
difference
see it
between I
as
love you and love you.
really. I see it as the same, but
I mean, I don't say I.
It depends. I would say. I would
It
say
depends on the person.
It depends if you're saying it like, "All right, love you, bro. See you later," or if it's like really genuine, like "I love you."
I love
get
you
what you're
does
saying.
sound more
yeah, that's
genuine.
true. I guess
'Cause
you're
you're not
right,
gonna say I love you to a random girl. Or
Mhm.
you're only gonna say it to your mom or some when you're probably dating at that moment.
I just feel like it depends.
Yeah, but
What
I'm
about
not
you,
gonna get.
Lucas?
It depends who it is or somewhat. I don't know.
Wait,
What
would you
about you,
say, Tanner?
Lucas?
I'd have to agree with Tom. I feel like love's a strong word to like dump on someone. Let's say if you're like talking to someone necessarily, like for a little while, and you say "I love you" to them, that's like a huge word, and that just opens like a world of commitment that you have to like show to that person. Even though like some days you don't want to love them, you still gotta do it because you dropped that word on them. I feel like
I
that
mean,
word
bro,
just
you
brings
gotta say
in.
that word meaning it. You can't be like one day like, yeah, I don't mean it, and then one
Yeah,
day you don't.
if you really mean it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you really mean it, you're not gonna
Yeah,
be thinking about like, oh, I gotta love them today.
no, I know
You know what I
that.
mean?
I mean, but let's say later in the relationship, sometimes you have a bad, difficult day, and then
Yeah, but
you still gotta.
I mean, bro,
I have a question.
go for it.
Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to say "I love you" so bad, but you didn't say it because like you didn't? You're like, "Shit, is this too soon? Is this the wrong time to say it?" You know what I mean? You
I
guys don't
feel
know what I
that.
mean?
I know what you're talking about.
I mean,
Yeah, I have.
You have to decide, either go with your gut feeling on saying it or don't. But it depends on what the girl means to you.
Yeah.
If you
Sometimes,
really love them, I don't think you're gonna like, second like question it and be like,
you
should I
know,
say it? Should I not? I feel like it's just gonna come from the heart. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I feel like what's so difficult is knowing what the other person you're going for wants from you. Like, do you ever talk to a girl and then in your head, you're asking them to hang out, and you're like, oh, I don't know if they want to hang out today or do this with me.
So the thing with that, every single thing that we get stressed about, like maybe going up to a girl, saying "I love you," all these things are us trying to predict the future. That's the only thing that is getting in the way of us making these
the what
decisions.
ifs.
I realized that earlier today.
It's like,
All these what ifs, like just do it.
Wait, Tan, I actually have a question. You didn't answer the question about what's the most
I'm
powerful
about
word.
to.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, back to the topic. My most powerful word to me that's been like hitting me like a truck for, I would say, since 8th grade is the word spark. Because everything begins and ends in a spark. Like you don't see it coming, it just happens. And just that word to me is just like so much can happen in that word. You know what I mean? It just has so much and so little at the same time. So
Yeah,
that's
but
why that word hits me.
how often do people say spark to you?
They don't, but everything in life is a spark. Us doing this podcast, it'll end in a spark. It'll start in a spark. Our memories that are going to happen through the years just happen in a spark.
So it's more like in the moment.
That's deep. That's true.
No,
Yeah.
that's deep as fuck, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
even
Yeah,
gonna
that's
lie.
deep.
It's got-
That's
You had
poetic,
me
Tanner.
thinking about that.
This guy wins.
That
I'm
word
like
just
spark. I've never
always
heard
gets
this guy
me.
use the word spark in his whole entire life.
So I have in notes that it's all these words that have a deep meaning to me.
What's like one of them? Another one.
Any
crazy.
girls out there, check that out. This guy's very deep.
Yeah, I got spark,
Poetic.
forever, never, always, almost, attached,
You should add try to that.
try,
Oh, bro, there's never trying, bro.
Exactly. It's a word that doesn't
one
make
day,
sense.
one day. That's
One
a big
day or
one. One
day
day or
one?
day one.
You should add awesome to that list, Tanner.
Do I use awesome that
A
much?
little bit.
Yeah, bro. Well, you actually kind of chilled out, but in Utah, bro, that was like
Oh.
your
That
word.
was
was
the
my
word.
word.
That was the word of the.
That was the trip.
trip.
Yeah, that was the word of the trip.
Another deep question. Do you guys believe in the multiverse? Like, do you guys believe in that there's another version of you somewhere else in the world that is doing like
The what ifs.
a different decision that you're doing? It's crazy how in life one little decision can change your whole life. Like
Yeah.
if you walk this way one step instead of walking that way, it could just change everything else that goes on with that day. It's crazy.
All right, I think I'll just answer the question. I think I kind of have like a weird theory. I don't know if anybody's ever said this or I've heard it, but I think like deja vu is like maybe like you did something in like another like multiverse and it's like
I agree.
in sync to like what you did. So that's why like I kind of think about that since I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I did this. And it's like maybe I actually already did in like another, you know what I'm saying, timeline or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, bro, like, what are you guys' thoughts on deja vu actually going about that?
I believe in exactly what Luke said. Sometimes I've done these things and I'm like, I remember doing it in like a dream or another life or something. It's just,
Yeah,
it's so weird to me.
weird. It's literally so weird.
Do you guys ever, like, see people and you're like, why do they look familiar, but you've never met them or seen them before?
Mm-hmm. All the time.
I get that sometimes.
Really? I
I
never
do.
get that.
It's
The
Weird stuff.
deja
like
vu
that.
thing, I really don't get as often. But the seeing people, I'm like, wow, this person looks so familiar. I feel like I've known them my whole entire life. Just like a random person I'll see.
And what do you think about the multiverse, Lucas?
So, yeah, I agree with it. I really don't know.
A little more specifically.
Bro,
No.
wait.
I just think everything we do now affects our future. I don't know if that's multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If yeah,
You-
then I guess so.
Do you think
You
there's
know
another
what?
version of you that's doing that's literally like maybe there's a version of you that is still with your ex. Maybe there's a version of you that is fat as shit. Like, I'm serious. Like, no joke. Do you believe that there's another version of you that's doing these different things that you could have done in your life?
Probably
Mm-hmm.
out there. I don't really have much to say on it, but I think so.
I get it.
I haven't really thought about the multiverse like that.
You know what movie really tripped me out about the multiverse was Interstellar.
I
Who
feel
do
like
you
we
see
should alter
yourself?
that question and say, who do you look up to as a motivational factor in your life? Someone you want to be like, or not be like, but someone that you want to have those same quality traits as, someone that you see as,
Like, idolize.
you know, that person that you see yourself in the future, like 10, 15 years from now. Do you guys have anyone in your life that you just look up to or idolize?
I mean, I feel like I look up to myself in a way. I mean,
Holy shit.
no, bro.
Bro, come on, dude.
Bro's trying to get a clip.
No, bro.
How do you look up to yourself, Tommy?
Tom is where it's basically your biggest challenge is you against you. When you look in the mirror, that's who you see and that's who you should go after. That's what I believe in.
I agree, but I feel like it's good to kind of look up to people. It doesn't mean you have to kind of like compare yourself to others. I mean, you should compare yourself to yourself, but I think it's like kind of good to like look at someone that can lead by example. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you can learn from them.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going for. Like someone you lead by example, you learn from. I mean, of course, it's going to be you against you at the end of the day, because compare yourself from a year ago to now. Like Tanner was like 400 pounds. Now he's like this lean model guy.
Yeah,
This guy,
glow up was
400
crazy, bro.
pounds.
Globe was crazy. I mean,
5 Big
hard
Macs
work.
a day.
it is hard work.
You don't understand. Like, I posted a picture on Instagram, and it looks like I have a really good body, which now I'm really proud of myself, which I do. But the hard work, the tears, the sweat, the times I wanted to quit, those moments people don't see. They only see the end result. But
Exactly.
I have a picture in my room. It's me when I was fat, and then me now. And I look at it every single day. I'm just like, I never want to get back there. Nobody knows this side of me. They only know the side they see now. And it's just, that's life. Nobody sees your worst moments. They only see when you're at the top.
Gotta work in silence. I mean, bro, it's true.
But
No, you're right. You're right. I was just waiting for Luke or Lucas to respond.
okay, but you know what? Yeah, I agree with that. But I think like you're like at least I don't know. It makes sense, but like your real friends are gonna be like I guess there for you at your lowest moments, kind of like help lift you out of that situation. So it is like you versus you, but I also feel like there's people around you who can know help.
I got thirsty, bro.
Do you when you with your friends, I get you want to reach out to them when you're sad and stuff, but who do you reach out to when you're the happiest? When you have a really good thing that happened in your life, who do you reach out to?
My friends.
Your friends too?
Like my friends or my parents.
I mean, my parents and my friends. Yeah,
Probably.
I don't have
not.
like a girl in my life, to be honest. Like,
Just myself.
Yourself?
yeah, actually,
Yeah, I'd be
to
like,
be
dude,
honest, yeah.
let's be honest. If
Let's say you made the basketball team, Luke, at high school. Who you telling?
I would tell my friends for sure. Of course, my
Yeah.
parents, but that's like,
Well, there's different types of accomplishment, Tanners. That's like accomplishment. Like, I mean, no, you're right.
No, proceed.
But
What were you saying?
Proceed. No, I'm
Yo,
just,
what?
no, I'm just saying. Like, if there's like, let's say today, I did something for myself. I wouldn't really tell anybody that I accomplished that today. I'd just like keep it to myself. Be like, all right, you did this. You're getting better day by day. So I'll just keep on doing it and keep it to myself. Like those little wins throughout the day help me motivate myself and keep me going throughout like the rest of the days and the rest of the week.
100%.
yeah, I agree.
For me, like, I send the photos of my diet in the group chat every single day. It's just like a routine I do. I make breakfast, send a picture of it. And that's just like, it makes me feel good knowing I'm doing it.
Committed.
And I have witnesses to see that I'm doing it.
That helps
But there's-
motivate me too.
It
Like,
motivates you
You
guys
know,
too.
it does.
Yeah.
It does to me as well.
like
keep
seeing
on
her
sending
eat
that
clean.
guys.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I gotta eat clean. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
The cool thing used to be eating like shit, just like doing whatever. And now it's just like the world's changed, and now
Yeah,
we're all eating healthy is the best way now. It's
I don't-
crazy.
I don't think the world has changed. I think it's just changed for us. I feel like there's other
think?
people who view eating junk food as a good thing, but we don't surround ourselves with those people anymore. We've elevated in our life, and we've pursuing newer and better things that is going to help our lifestyle and improve ourselves.
I think like the
That's
younger generation
facts,
though,
yeah.
like, but I also think like the younger generation is becoming like a lot more like woke to like what we're eating now. You know what I mean? Like, especially like with all the jokes about like Red 40 and all that. It's like it's funny, but it's true. You know what I mean? Like people are actually becoming aware of the stuff they're putting in their bodies now.
It's gotten really bad,
Yeah.
the food in America. So, what's the biggest take you guys learned from this podcast? We can start with trade school.
I would say it's you. Like, it's you versus yourself. You got to be able to do what's best for you. Keep yourself self-driven and self-motivated in order to be the best you can.
I agree with you, Tommy.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I'll go
I would-
next. Oh, you want
Oh,
to?
you want to go next?
Yeah, I mean, I have something I could say.
Yeah,
Unless
go
you
for it,
agree
buddy.
with Tommy.
Nah, you go for it, buddy.
All right, I appreciate that. When it comes to life, I want to say don't chase. Build those good habits, and then what you want in your future will come to you. Whatever, attract the good stuff.
reap what
that
you
comes to you.
sow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would agree with that. my takeaway would also be it's like you versus you. And actually, I kind of actually just started like planning out my weeks. Like this Sunday, I like wrote down everything I needed to do and like goals I want to accomplish this week. Because I felt like before I was kind of wasting my time, and it's like it was so weird. Like I knew I was wasting time, but like I didn't want to like own up to it, so I just like still waste time and like scroll on TikTok to like avoid holding myself accountable. So then this week I was like I had enough of it. So Sunday I just like planned out my whole week and figured out like what I want to get done. So I'm like making the
And you
most
feel
of my
good
time.
about doing that?
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. You really accomplished something. That's good.
Thank you.
My biggest take from this podcast would be to not change yourself for anyone, because like you guys all said, it's you versus you, and I totally agree with that. I think us talking about all these deep topics and how we all have different meanings, different words that mean the most to us. We all have different experiences we went through that we're proud of, and we could either choose to share with each other, or we could choose to keep it with ourselves. But like you said, when I send those pictures to the group chat of what I'm eating, my dieting, my working out, it motivates you guys. So my biggest take is to look up to yourself and also look up to your friends around you, because you never know, they might motivate you. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Yeah. Thank you.